Tafadhali ketini chini. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Speaker of the County Assembly of Kisumu, Honorable Elisha Jakoraro, the entire Assembly leadership and membership, members of the Assembly Executive and officials of the county entities, my own executive members who are here today, the people of Kisumu, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me begin, first of all, by really thanking the Assembly for holding this day, which, as the Speaker says, is going to be a feature of Assembly's activities from now on. Therefore, like many of you are here, we are very proud to witness this important function. The County Assembly has opened a new chapter by opening its doors to the public, which is commendable. We in the executive have a similar day called the State of the County Address, during which we open our doors and inform the public about what we are doing. And I'm glad that the Assembly has initiated this event. But it reminds me that devolution has achieved a lot. Many years ago, when we were engaged in the secondary... Money has been poured to finish me. Somebody heard about the second liberation and interfered. Many years ago, when we were initiating the second liberation, you would not think that one of these days we will have people's representatives at the grassroots level, and that they will have a voice to speak on behalf of the people. Because in those days, there were county councils which were just the mouthpiece of the executive. I remember I was a member of the District Development Committee together with the late Job Omino, and there were only 2 of us in that committee as representatives of the people. The other 37 members were from the executive. And the meeting was held once a year to discuss the development projects in the district. And what we received was a report from the DC, what the government had done. And then we would be taken around to see what was done. The rest of the year, the members of that committee had no say, no voice, no eyes to see. It was just a committee to rubber stamp government's doings. With the tax of the people, but without the voice or representation of the people. So we have moved a long way. And I'm really glad that Generation Z have not only internalized the values and goals and fruits of the second liberation, but have decided to be ready to sacrifice themselves to ensure that the achievement of the people of Kenya are not done away with by any regime. This open day is therefore an important occasion and an opportunity for the Assembly to demystify itself and account for what it has been doing since the members were elected in office in 2022. I'm happy with the high turnout of members of the public, some of whom are much more noisy than the others, an indication that there is a renewed interest in the work of the MCAs both inside and outside the chambers. Today, I'm also here to bond with the Assembly staff and the MCAs and learn some new things about the Assembly, which I have not had the opportunity to learn. This is the first time the Assembly is holding an open day, and I suggest that this be made an annual or a quarterly event Such open days are important to an organization because it demonstrates, as the speaker said, transparency and corporate image. The initiative also seeks to create awareness on the mandate of the county assembly, as well as the functions and milestones made by the House committees. Further, it aims to strengthen stakeholder engagement and foster a closer working relationship with the public by providing an opportunity for Kisumu residents to directly engage and seek answers from the assembly, its committees, and their elected representatives. After this official launch, members of the public will have an opportunity to visit various booths over here to sample the milestones of different committees and the assembly in general. And as the speaker said and informed you, they have had to improvise to put these booths here. But in a very short time, they are going to have a fantastic assembly where they will do things like these in comfort and with good space. When I remember discussing with the speaker the building of those assembly headquarters, and I said, look, I think the people's representatives are more important than the bureaucracy, the executive, ourselves. So although we ourselves as an executive are not going to have as wonderful headquarters and offices at the assembly, but it will be our pride, Mr. Speaker, that we shall see that this is the fruit of the time that we are the executives of this country. During the visits, members of the public will have rare opportunity of meeting the chairperson, honorable members, secretary of various committees, who will take them through the milestones and respond to any concerns and questions by the public. Wananchi will also be taken through the process of doing a petition to the county assembly alongside other house procedures. My presence here, ladies and gentlemen, with my executive committee members, the chief officers and other senior county officials, is a clear indication the executive enjoys a cordial relationship with the assembly because they share the common agenda of improving the lives of our people. We are aware that the assembly's major task is to hold the executive accountable at all times. We have been working well with the MCAs as our watchdog, and will continue to do that for the benefit of our people. We as the executive are an open book. You don't fear to be watched, you don't fear to be questioned, you don't fear to be called to account. In the past few years, the Assembly has done a sterling job in being accountable to the people of Kisumu. One of these achievements is the live broadcast of Assembly proceedings in the digital platforms. I congratulate you for this. This has enabled members of the public to follow the proceedings from the chambers. At the executive level, we have taken public participation to highest level by the introduction of the Huduma Mashinani forums, which have provided the best feedback platforms. I was going to wear an Huduma Mashinani forum shirt, but it was short-sleeved. And when I went out, it was too cold. So I went back and changed. And I could not find a long-sleeved Huduma Mashinani shirt. So, Arwako Katenge. We are currently in the phase 2 of the programs, under which you are giving us the best feedback on the impact of our programs. So, ladies and gentlemen, members of the public of the Kisumu County, we welcome you to this wonderful day, and I, like you, will be marveling at what the Assembly is doing by going through the booths. Let me watch the Martin. Come on. Jokanyana magu. Hey. Abro mi Congo bwana bila bila mos. Koro jokanyana wagoyero kamana enya kuom jaduong' Elisha Raro, ma en speaker mar assembly ma Kisumu, matiende ni od bura ma Kisumu County, ma jomo yier gi jopiny obiro mondo los weche kaka county ma Kisumu inyalo gero kendo inyalo tero nyime kwatiyo kanyachiel jogo manie sirikal ma Kisumu to gi jogo moyier gi jopiny mondo onon yore mag sirikal. Omiyo watimo erokamano ahinya kaka jo Kisumu County